Could the Rams bring home the first crown ever as the LA Rams injured OBJ? The Bengals gave them everything and more that they could handle. But Sean McVay, 36 years young, on his second try, brought the quarterback to town. The Super Bowl came to town, and after a full white-knuckle 60 minutes, the LA Rams have defeated the Cincinnati Bengals. What else? Very late in the game by a field goal. Chris Berman, Super Bowl MVP, Hall of Famer Steve Young, Booger McFarland, 2 Super Bowl rings. Fellas, the way the playoffs went this year, of course this went down to the wire.
And you know what, in the end, Joe Burrow, who had brought them back in Tennessee, brought them back in Kansas City, couldn't get it done for the field goal, and give Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford the credit for the big drive, because they stalled. I mean, that second half, it was hard to watch, but when they had to do it, they brought it down to the end of the game, and I think Cooper Kupp, as the MVP, did all of that. What was he, Matthew was 4-4 for 39 yards and 1 TD when it mattered the most.
Well, and we talked about all year long, the Rams are built top-heavy. Their stars have to play. And how fitting. Cooper Kupp, their star receiver, and the star defensive tackle, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald, closed this game out. Cooper Kupp with a catch in the end zone, Aaron Donald on 4th down. So a team that was built with stars and built top-heavy, their stars performed at their top level tonight.
And a team that was built kind of quietly below the level other than their quarterback hung in blow for blow as they did every round in this playoffs. The clock never struck 12, really. The carriage never turned to the pumpkin. But in the end, the top-heavy Rams, well, that's why we're here in NFL Primetime. If for some reason you missed the game, that's why you watch this show. So we started talking about the last couple of weeks of the playoffs, everything nail-biter. This was no exception. 2 teams, I like to call them 2 different flavors of ice cream. The Rams, as Booger and Steve had just said, the top-heavy squad with the big stars, and could they shine under the brightest lights like they did against San Francisco late? Yeah. Could the Cincinnati Bengals, pretty much young or unknown? Yeah, it's the Bengals. No, it's not those Bengals. They came to win. Second half doesn't scare them at all. So that's where we were. Super Bowl 56, the second time in a row it's been in the home stadium. Would we have a Hollywood ending on a Hollywood night? Ode to my friend Bob Seger. So, here we go. This place, I've never been in it. And you have to dress. You have to dress sharp in this place. Coach's longtime friends and associates, Sean McVay and Zach Taylor. Here come both squads, and here's Joe Burrow. And you know what? P. Ryan, he's going to go stop near the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 1. I wasn't sure that this early in the game they should have gone for it, and it didn't work.
You know what? He was aggressive. I don't mind it, but in the flat, Joe Burrow had the back open. You got to take it right off the bat.
But you gave the Rams the ball at midfield. I agree, I like the aggressive, but here we go. Stafford to Cooper Kupp, shakes 2 tackles, 20 yards. Stafford, OBJ, it's a touchdown, so the gamble doesn't pay off. 7-0 Rams.
Outstanding play call. OBJ inside, runs the fade right on the inside, outside. Great play by Beckham.
Now a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Burrow, Jamar Chase, how does he make the catch? And it's against Jalen Ramsey.
You know what? It was a game for the Bengals of a couple of big throws, and 1 drive was their offensive output.
Down to the 11, but now it's 3rd and 10. They're going to go after Ramsey again. You're going to beat him twice, not quite. Breaks it up, looking for T. Higgins. Shooter McPherson nationally hits another field goal. It's 7-3. 3rd and 11. Stafford. Oh, he's wide open. OBJ, 35-yard into Cincinnati territory.
Another really good play call. Pick route, Beckham wide open.
Now, 11-yard line. Stafford, play action. This was good looking, and Kupp makes it better looking, beating Eli Apple.
And this is where I felt like the Cincinnati Bengal defense didn't know which way to look, and they were in deep trouble. We know that OBJ gets hurt really quickly here, but in the end, they had the Bengal defense on their heels.
Yeah, but down to Kansas City, and they have the ice water. Burrow to Higgins on 3rd and 6. Bengals in red zone, and now it's 3rd and 2. And now the pass behind Chase, but he has such jets that he can make the first down. 2nd and goal. Joe Mixon had a nice game. pitch, mix. Whoa! But how nice again. The 5th non-quarterback to throw a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl to Higgins, 13-10 game.
And this was all set up because they ran the ball early in that drive. The threat of the run set up that pass.
So now we got a game, 13-10. Remember, we should have said it. The Rams stumbled on that extra point. It almost came back to bite them. So it was not 14, it was 13. OBJ hurt before the ball came, grabs knee. Hate to see it. Everybody knew he must have squealed. I mean, we get it, right?
I'm not a doctor, but we've seen that 100 times on the turf.
The entire game changed then.
3rd, 14. Stafford moving. Now on 3rd and 14, it's late in half. Jesse Bates. That interception doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, but put the ball.
Jesse Bates.
Get it to the back of the end zone. He's been short on a lot of long balls this year.
Yeah, give your guy an opportunity to make a play if you're going to throw it deep.
So it's 13-10 at the half. It remains the Rams are up. Since he starts second half, Burrow escaping pressure. First play from scrimmage, second half. We've never seen the first play from scrimmage, either the start of the game or in the Super Bowl in the second half. Go for a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Touchdown to T. Higgins.
Great touchdown, but the referees missed a penalty. Should have been offensive pass interference on Higgins. Rams is like, he pulled my face mask, and they didn't call it.
Well, the halftime show was long. Nobody was ready. You know, these things happen. Bengals lead 17-13. Stafford, Skoranek off his hands. Awuzie makes the pick. And very quickly, this game was changing.
But,
well, maybe not that quickly because Aaron Donald said slow down.
And as we've seen, Aaron Donald and that defensive front, this whole second half kept the Rams in this football game.
Well, and it made it to only a field goal, 20-13. Tricky Rams.
Yeah.
Cup to Stafford, no.
Really didn't like the play call. The Philly special was not so special on that play, Boom.
Stafford to Cup is pretty good. Cup to Stafford, not so good. Field goal, 2016. Late quarter, Stafford under pressure. DJ Reader, Cincy front played pretty darn well. Reader rolls up on Stafford's ankle. He's limping. Gets the left foot taped. Of course, he stays in. Over 2 minutes, just 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Look out, Von Miller, heat on.
And this is when you started to feel the momentum of the Rams pass rush taking over the game.
But the Bengals have the lead. Don't forget it, 20-16. Here we are in the fourth. Burrow, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go at all. It's Miller again. But Burrow then gets turned on a little bit.
Yeah, you got the sense of Cincinnati could have put together a drive for the game with how that offense of the Rams was bogged down, and they just couldn't put one together in the second half after that touchdown.
3rd and 1 Rams own 30. They averaged less than 2 yards a carry, by the way, in the game. Cam Akers stuff. Coach McVay decision to make. And what's the decision? Cooper Kupp, right? Why not?
Ball game right there. Hand it to Cooper.
Keeps the drive alive. 2nd and 7. Stafford. Kupp, 22 yards. Now we're down to 2nd and 2, down to the 16. Just before the 2-minute warning. Akers handoff. That run, it was a tough one. It got 8 yards. And here you go. Guess what I don't have? The end of the game here. So,
let's roll with it.
Stafford. Oh, that one's overthrown to Jefferson, a little bit too far in the back.
He probably would have taken a perfect pass, Boom. The quarterback's got to make that throw.
He had it, Boog.
Yeah, I know it. He had it.
Aaron Donald looking up. Can we get in? And now there are a couple of things with flags. Here's the throw. It's knocked down, but here come flags. Now all of a sudden flags inside the 10.
And every throw is going to be to Cooper Kupp, the future MVP of this game right here. We know that he didn't make a big hold there, Boog. I know what you're saying there, but Cooper is so shifty. I think that the back judge felt like the arm was around the back.
Oh, and then Kupp makes the grab. He's nailed, but there are 2 flags. So now look, nobody's saying. Remember that game at the end with in the regular season when Cincinnati had like 7 or 8 plays against the Chiefs? It didn't quite get to that because there would be time left because with flag, and then here's another one. And so now all of a sudden this flowing game seemed a little different, but you could see that call.
That was a very, very good call right there. Eli Apple holding, they took advantage of him all night, Boom.
And now the Kupp, there it is. Okay, he just gets open. He turns on Apple, and the Rams have taken the lead 23-20. But there's time. Burrow coming. Jamar Chase. Jets. Here he comes. We got a big fella on the set that's going to enjoy the end of these highlights.
Oh, no doubt.
I can predict it.
No doubt.
I'm just predicting. Here come the Bengals. That one. Can the Bengals get going? Check, 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 check. Interesting call, a run. A run on 3rd and 1.
All right, Aaron Donald, 4th down. What are you thinking? What do you think?
Somebody go get a chop club, get the edge, and get to the quarterback and make him throw the ball in the air.
So it's 4th down. Number 99. There he is. He's here. He's everywhere.
I've seen it do it so many times, Boom. He lines up in the 3 technique. He's going with the outside move. They should know that. Great move, big fella.
Thank you.
Did you see him almost complete it?
Yeah, I did.
So,
almost
kneel down, the check, the Gatorade, champagne, the tears, the smiles, the Los Angeles Rams, for the first time in their history, have beaten the game Bengals, who came close for the 3rd time in their Super Bowl trips, but are 0 for 3. The hugs, the stars, and there's number 99, and here they are. Congratulations to these warriors, these warriors on D. They know what they're doing, and they are world champions.
World champions.
Wait a minute.
How does that feel?
World
champs. World champions. Huh?
Football heaven.
You said it. You said it.
Football heaven, baby.
When OBJ went down, it felt like that offense, your offense bogged down a little bit, and you guys rose up that whole second half. Did you make a speech? Did everybody just recognize that, this is the moments? How did you guys handle that second half so well?
I think we kind of knew where we was going. I think we were playing good football. We just had to find a way to, continue to pick pressure on the quarterback, make plays, and I think we did that, man. Guys bowled up when we needed to, and we found the way to, affect the game and find a way to win. So
we came into this game looking at the biggest mismatch was your defensive line against that offensive line. How much did you talk about it, and how much did that come to fruition in this game?
We knew our defensive line was our strong point, and we knew our offensive line had been struggling. We just wanted to bring it to life. It was kind of slow that first half, but we just kept pushing, kept believing in each other. It opened up in the second half, man, and it feels good to go out there and do your job for sure.
And playing here at home, did it feel like a home game? You didn't care. It was just super.
No, the Cincinnati fans went crazy tonight, man. They went crazy. They went crazy, but it was loud for both sides. It was loud for both sides, man, and I'm just so proud of these guys, man. We done fought through all types of adversity this whole season. The end of this game felt like the end of the San Francisco 49ers game.
Yeah.
99.
I was going to say the championship game and this game, you guys, the defense had to come. You had to claw your way back into the game, and you guys allowed that from a defensive perspective.
Yeah, man, it's just an honor and a privilege to be here with these guys, man. This is guys playing. I just want to thank God. It's been a crazy season. To start out in Denver, end up in here playing with Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, Jalen Ramsey, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, man, to come here with all these guys, man, it felt like the Pro Bowl every day. The culture is great here. I just want to thank God for putting us in a situation and for allowing us to get the win.
Aaron, you were here, like you planted the flag a long time ago, here with these Rams. One by one, seemingly maybe more than one at a time, these guys were coming in through the door this year. If you put it in perspective, wait a minute. We have Vaughn. Wait a minute. We have Stafford. Wait a minute.
What the hell's going on over here?
What's up, baby?
We made a super team. We made a super team. That's what it was.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, Boom. Appreciate
Congratulations.
that. Unbelievable.
I mean,
Steve,
the door kept opening. Who knows
What's up, big guy?
him and Les were bringing in, right?
Yeah, we made a super team, and we took advantage of the opportunities we had. It's just a blessing that, to be here 8 years and see where we started to where we at now, man. This is one of the reasons why I was drafted here to have opportunity, to help the organization win a championship.
Most teams who bring in big names, historically with football, it has not worked out. Why does it work out here? Why were you able, guys, to get through the indigestion of Vaughn and OBJ and Matthew and actually come to a Super Bowl? How did you guys do that?
Because everybody's really down to earth. Ain't nobody got a big kid. Everybody came to work. Everybody get along. It's like a real brotherhood. Like, we got along easily. Like, it ain't nobody feeling like they better than the other or nothing like that. It's a true brotherhood.
It's like the
really is.
It feels like the Pro Bowl in there every day.
Hey, I'll tell you this, though, Steve. When you look at it, the way that Vaughn comes in, the way that he positively influenced Aaron, the rest of the locker room, I think great players respect one another. And these guys are so accomplished and established, they really wanted to win. and we came together as a team at the right moments. But it's such a credit to these two guys. I can't say enough about what a positive injection of life Odell Beckham Jr. was for us.
Oh, yeah.
Man, did we miss him in the second half. You know, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, Whitworth. How about Eric Weddle?
Yes,
wow.
Everybody thinks we're crazy. These guys award day.
Because, you know, I'm going to get something you guys are all going to like. But, Sean, so OBJ goes out, which, look, okay, injuries.
Yeah.
So for about a quarter, okay.
I was thinking I'm going to have you come down and call plays.
Right. Well, you knew that Kupp was going to be double, triple covered.
No question.
What adjustments did you make, or it was on Matthew and him to just figure it out?
They figured it out, but you know what? When you end up going fast, we were able to regulate them into some zoning looks. Where that's where Cooper came to life. Being able to utilize the tempo, and then really Matthew and Cooper just did a great job, and I thought our offensive line was outstanding, and for them to be able to close it out,
and
Sean, good stuff, man.
Sean, 16-play drive, Sean.
Yeah.
Game-winning drive. Matthew Stafford leads that drive. Some runs, the passes, mixing it up.
No runs, all passes. We had one run.
Is that why you make the trade for Matthew Stafford?
Well, I think you make the trade because you feel like he's a great player. That these are the things that I'm not surprised. I'm so happy for Matthew and this team. But I'll tell you what, I'm not really surprised just based on being around him every day, the way he approaches things. I think Aaron knows too. The thing that I love about Aaron Donald, as soon as we made a deal to be able to acquire Matthew, as soon as you make a deal to acquire Von, you know what he says? I know this is going to make our team better, and he took the onus as one of the team leaders to bring it all together. These guys deserve all the credit.
Before these guys go, go ahead.
Well, we felt like we watched you and the emotion of the guys around you wanting you to get this. The whole team felt like it wasn't about you, because you've never thought about that.
Yeah.
But everybody else wanted it for you. Now that you have it, double down, head to Hawaii. What's happening?
Let's run it back and get him.
What else does he have to do?
It's a blessing, man. I'm just living in the moment right now, man, because you know, I dreamed it so long, and like to really be living it right now. You know, I remember, you know, Coach coming up to me last year. He promised me this. So to do it next year, he promised me, and we bring the players.
Nice to play for Santa Claus.
Oh my gosh!
You know what? I didn't promise that. I promised we're going to do everything in our power to try to help.
He promised me this pretty much. That's what when he promised me something, that's what I heard.
Now I can say that's exactly what I said.
Hey, Vaughn, before we let you two guys go, so most sacks in Super Bowl history. Rams 7 today. Last one, Broncos. You might remember that one.
Yeah, what's the consistent theme?
And then the Bears and the Steelers, say no more. You've edged history, and you're Super Bowl champs.
Congratulations.
Hey, this is for DT, Trevor Mowat, my son Val, AD, all of my teammates here. We're working so hard for this, man. Whenever you're playing for somebody else, whenever you're playing for something bigger than yourself, man, it brings out the most in you, man.
True.
And it's just a blessing to be here with these guys, man.
We hope you do what you want next year.
Appreciate
How
that.
about the humility of these two all-worlds?
Dominant.
Steve, that's great.
Just unreal, man.
Play with guys like that all day long. Thanks, Aaron. Congratulations.
Thank you,
bro. All right, Aaron.
These
Hey,
guys
man,
are studs.
congratulations. Vaughn, Aaron, Super Bowl champs. Thanks for coming, over.
Love you, man.
Way to go, fellas.
Great
Coach
job, buddy.
McVay's going to stay with us.
All right.
What did you learn? You talked about it in the last couple of weeks from the time 3 years ago. It felt like the mistakes you made, that you kind of showed the vulnerability to say, look, that wasn't all. That was the best me. What made this the best you this week? What did you learn?
Well, I think the players are the ones that made the plays when it counted the most, Steve. You know, there were some situations, some things that, you know, we could have executed better. I certainly could have put us in some better spots. But I'll tell you what, in the crunch time moments, I think the best thing that this team has done is be totally and completely present. Be in the moment, not let whatever the momentum is. I mean, when you look at that second half, the start of the second half, to have them hit the long one, then we throw a pick on the first play of our drive, you're thinking, okay, this thing could snowball out of control. But not with this group. These guys are too mentally tough. They stayed the course and found a way to get it done when we had to. We talk about competitive greatness all the time. I thought that was on display by our best players tonight.
We've talked about them all year, so, I mean, we're not going to unearth much else. But now that it's over and Matthew Stafford is done, you know, under microscope, etc., what is it about him that we don't know that you see and your players see every day?
Yeah,
we still don't
you know, I think it's probably not going to be something that surprises you guys, Boom, but he elevates everybody. And I'm not just talking about his teammates. I'm a better coach for being around this guy. The way he's so smart, he does the way that he goes about his preparation, his recall, his ability to take experiences and apply them for the right reasons. And then what else can you say? You know, everybody talks about the playoffs. How clutch was this guy in all 4 playoff
Every one
games?
of them.
And he delivered in the most crucial moments.
Every time.
Really, you know, and everybody wants to talk about interceptions. With the one great opportunity throw down here in the corner.
problem.
And then on the other one, it's a tip ball that goes right to him.
Yeah.
This guy's a baller. He's so much better than anybody ever thought. He makes everybody around him better, and that's what the greats do. He's a great one. I don't know how he's not a gold jacket guy.
Well, we know he's a Super Bowl champion.
He will be.
Super Bowl champ.
And as are you.
Hey,
I know you got a lot of
take
people
it.
to see.
Oh, that is so
I knew
great.
you. Well, Steve knew you a long time ago.
I knew it. He was
I did too a little bit.
As much as I enjoyed doing the pregame show with Steve a couple years ago in Miami,
We like it
I'll
this
take
better.
this all day.
Congrats, brother.
Thanks.
Always,
hey,
man.
Good to see
Congrats,
you,
man.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
you,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
for coming,
Yeah,
Coach.
hey, appreciate
Way
you
to
guys.
go.
You guys do a great job.
Grandfather was a big part of the Niners, which
It was.
which some of us once lived.
John.
You a little more than me, but me earlier than you.